So basically, in this video, I want to talk to you about two key things. The first thing is the 3 building blocks of staff engagement, and the second thing are the 4 key principles of Funergizers. So these are the 4 key things that you need in order to engage your staff and engage your team. So let's start off with the 3 building blocks. Now, the 3 building blocks of staff engagement, now chances are you may have heard of Maslow's hierarchical needs, Maslow's theory. So basically the way that works, if you haven't heard of it, is that there's a need that we need to have met within ourselves as people in order for us to move to the next level. So it's almost going up a flight of steps, and when we get to the top there's that sense of self-actualization, and finally we're happy. Isn't that wonderful? But let's relate that to a business context, and let's relate it to a sense of staff engagement. So I've simplified it and said, and basically 3 building blocks of staff engagement. Now the first is around security. So as a workplace, your staff need to feel safe and they need to feel secure. So do they know that is there a sense of certainty about their pay, about their hours, about their employment, and also too about the relationships they've got. So if there's any harassment or bullying going on, it's not going to make them feel secure, is it? So you need to have those things in place first. That's the first level, the first foundation that you need to have met. Once you've got that, you can then focus on the next level, the next building block, which is relationships, which is around people feeling as though but they belong, they feel valued, they feel significant, they feel connected to the staff they work with. And that's the second one. And once they've got that relationship, so they've got the security and safety, they've got wonderful relationships, amazing relationships that's built on trust, they then go to the next level of actualization and empowerment. So this is around providing your team with the empowerment and the ownership to take projects on and achieve things themselves, because they know they can be trusted. And that's when staff are really productive, when they hit that height of that empowerment actualization. But the thing is though, once you've got that, you still need to be maintaining these bottom 2. You still need to be ensuring that they feel safe and secure. So if you come in with a bit of a restructure, all that's lost, and they're focused back on that again. So you need to be maintaining these things constantly in order to have them at that actualization stage. But the big thing is around, and especially around relationships and around belonging. That's something you have to do constantly. You can't just do it once, do one team building event a year and go, all right, job done, let's move on. No, it's something that needs to happen on a daily, a weekly, a monthly, an ongoing basis. So this video and this tool is around helping you create that. So it's helping to make it easy for you. So it doesn't have to be hard. It's about making it easy for you to actually engage your staff. And that's where the 4 key principles of Funergizers come in. Now these 4 key principles aren't new. But what you can do is just focus, have these as your checklist each day. Have I done these 4 things each day? And then you're on your way to creating a wonderful workplace, engaged employees, morale through the roof, and just a workplace that people love being a part of and are committed to. So, what are those 4 key principles? The first one is around connect. You need to know your team. You need to connect with your team, and people need to connect with one another. So you need to know your team. What makes them tick? What makes each staff member tick? So it's going to be something totally different for everyone. But beyond that, what value do they bring? Often there are so many managers and so many people out there, and myself included, who see at times the glass is half empty, when we need to be seeing half full. Sure, they can't do X, Y, and Z, but they're amazing at ABC. And ABC is something that I'm useless at, but I'm good at X, Y, Z. So it's about really understanding what value they bring and recognizing that in them, and actually telling them, this is amazing what you've got. You know, what makes them shine? Because as a manager, your challenge, your task is to help your staff shine. You know, connect with them, make them feel good, make them feel as though they belong and they're significant. That's key principle number 1. Key principle number 2 is appreciate. You know, appreciate those differences. Appreciate what your staff bring to the table each day. You know, and give thanks for that. Now, there's actually 5 ways in which people like to be appreciated and thanked, and often reward and recognition programs, and a video we'll go through a bit later on, will touch on this, will only actually deal with one or two of those different ways. So potentially a reward and recognition program is missing out on connecting with 50% of your staff. So you need to give thanks, and because it makes us feel good, so it feels good for the person we're giving it to, and it makes us feel good. So here's a challenge for you after this video. Write this down. After this video, I'm going to go and find 5 people who I can thank. Who are 5 people I can appreciate? Who are 5 people I can say, mate, job bloody well done, fantastic, good stuff. And be genuine about that. So look for those opportunities, and how can you thank them? It may be your words, it might be an action, it might be, you know what, Joe, you've been slogging your guts out on that project, why don't you take off early this afternoon? If that's something that's important to them. Or, hey Joe, I know your boy is playing a footy match this afternoon after school, just go and watch the game, mate, go and watch the game, be with your family. So you need to find those different ways, and ways that are relevant for your team to thank them. And that builds commitment. That builds commitment, and it builds engagement, and it builds productivity. The first thing is serve. Right? We see this now more and more with people going and doing volunteer work. Volunteer work has gone through the roof. Why? Because we want to give. We feel good when we give. And people feel good when they receive. So if you go and help someone, that person feels good, and you feel good for doing it as well. It's a win-win outcome. And it shifts us from the me to the we. So, now you may not be experiencing this in your workplace at the moment, but I'm sure you've experienced it in some sense. When people have been so focused on the me, they forget to get their head out of their backsides and see the we. And see, well, hang on. There's a bigger picture going on here. How else can I help? What else can I do to make this more effective for other people? So it's actually shifting us from that me to the we. And the more we do that, the more we serve people, the more we help them, it has that ripple effect. You help that one person, and that then ripples on to another 3 or 4 people. So try this after the video. Write this one down. Step number 2, action number 2. Go and help. Go and serve some random strangers. Put yourself out there. You might find some people in your workplace you can do, but go out onto the street and help a complete stranger. Look for opportunities to go and help. And often it can be quite hard to do at the start, but look for those opportunities. It's a great thing to do, and you do that for 15, 20 minutes, and God, it feels good. It feels great. And you've done something positive. You've helped someone to make someone's day easier or more effective. So you're not looking for thanks. It's not what you're after. You're serving to help. So that's the 3rd area. And the 4th, one of my favourites, is fun. Now, fun and laughter have been shown to have incredible impact on our optimism, our levels of resilience, our productivity, our innovation, our creativity, our ability to problem solve. So having a laugh with someone, having fun, is a great way to build a connection. Laughter is the fastest way to build a bridge between 2 people. It certainly is. So, and it's about energizing as well. Laughter is shown to have a positive impact upon our health as well. So it makes us feel good. It puts positive endorphins through our body, and it makes us healthier and stronger. So fun is really important. And the great thing is, you can do this 5 minutes a day. It's all it takes. You don't need to do some big extravagant event or activity, although we do suggest a few of those each year. But 5 minutes a day is all it takes. In your week, in your meetings. When people get together on a normal basis, in your meetings. And there's key times to have fun during the day, and again, I'll talk about that in some of the upcoming videos. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. They're the 4 key principles. So it's connect, appreciate, serve, and have fun. So work towards those. Look at how you can bring those into your everyday life and into your workplace, and you're guaranteed of engaging your staff more effectively. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.